Hi. This is a presentation of the WeldMaster portal. The WeldMaster portal gives you features as a dashboard, with better overview over ongoing projects by use of a favorites feature. A list view, where you can quickly see the status of weldings and easy access more information for each welding. Excellent search options that includes a number of filters and easy access to map searches. Better logging of corrective actions and re-weldings. The new WeldMaster portal operates with different roles, each of which has different rights. In this video, different features will be shown that does not apply to all roles. Please check our onboarding guide for more information about the rights for the specific roles. Before turning to the WeldMaster portal, let's briefly start where all the data is registered, by looking at some of the strong features on the PDA. A clear information on the PDA if the welding process is approved or not. When the welding is approved, the file number is green. Approval according to accept criteria about effect, temperature, time and pressure in the welding zone, is implemented in the PDA. If one of the measurements is not within the accept criteria, the welding will not be approved and the file number is red. If a weld is not approved, the installer can choose to re-weld it. It's important to make the connection between the two weldings for documentation purposes, so on the PDA they must select the original welding from a drop-down menu before starting the new weld to ensure this connection. Check the welding manual for further options in case of a not approved welding. To further document the quality of the welding, the installer must make extra visual inspections and tests and sign off for manual checks. Alarm test, leakage test, foam inspection, visual inspection. The procedures for these checks are described in the welding manual. Now, let's turn to the WeldMaster portal. Go to our homepage and find the tools. Select LOGSTOR WeldMaster, and you will see this sign-in screen. Select Register to create a new user, enter your contact information and press Register. You will need to accept the terms of use before you can send the registration. You will receive an email shortly after, with a link to verify that it is you who wants to set up a user for the WeldMaster portal. Follow the guide on the screen to create your account, or check our separate onboarding guide if you need help to create your account. You will get access to the WeldMaster portal when your account is configured with correct role and organization. Once you have signed in, you find the dashboard. The dashboard is where you start your searches and where you have an overall view of your ongoing projects, here named favorites. The search field in the top blue section is where you make your initial searches, for example for a city, a street name or a file number. Tips for searches. Use quotation marks around your search word to search for an exact match. Searching without quotation marks will allow for a few characters that does not match, so your search result is wider, but a help if you are not sure of spellings or a number. Use the star symbol to open a search with all weldings registered in your organization. In the white main section of the dashboard you will find an overview of your favorites. These are based on a search that you have chosen to mark as a favorite, perhaps projects you are in charge of. Click the link of your favorite to see the status of the weldings in the list view. Push the LOGSTOR WeldMaster logo in the top left corner to go back to the dashboard and clear any unsaved searches. Your recent searches will be listed below the favorites, so you can easily access these as well. Make a search. After your initial search in the top section search field, you might need to adjust your search even more. Use the filters in the Adjust Search section to the left, to adjust your search even further. Please note that contractors will find the filter utility in this section, utilities will find the filter contractors. In this example we are signed in as a contractor and we have searched for the utility green heating solution. This gives us a long list of weldings, and we only want to look at weldings in this list that are EW joints in dimensions 125 to 140. Use the filter's dimension and joint type to make this selection. Once you are happy with your search filter settings, you will see the final list of weldings. If you want to have a closer look at any individual welding, click on the row and the full set of data for the welding will appear. You might want to make a geographical selection from this search as well. For this purpose, go to the map view and use the polygon tool to draw an area. Zoom in, and move around on the map if needed to find the correct spot. With this area marked, go back to the list view. Now your list only contains the weldings from this area. Now you can simply push the favorite button below the Adjust Search filters if you want to save the search. You find your favorites on the dashboard where it will be named with the search filters you have applied. Any recent searches can be marked as a favorite by pushing the star symbol next to the project name. If you would like to receive notifications whenever your favorite is updated, push the bell symbol. Corrective actions must always be agreed with the utility, and it's important that the installer writes this in the comment field. The contractor will see this welding is not approved in the list, but also see the comment. The contractor can now register information about the agreement in the log. And change the status of the welding from not approved to manually approved. Please note that the welding status now changes from red to orange. The utility can also see the corrective action log and the changed status, so the documentation is very transparent. No corrective action log entry can be deleted, and the welding status can only be green if approved from the welding process. Documentation of re-weldings is easily accessible. In this example, you will see a welding that is not approved. Open to see all data for the welding. Note the field re-welded by, this includes a link to the new welding. Check the status of the new welding. Since it is approved, all is okay. You can of course also see the link the other way around from the new welding back to the original welding in the field re-welding of. If you want to make a report of your search, use the Report button in the top right corner. You can choose to select single weldings to be included in the report. Or you can click the Report button directly, then the report will include all weldings from your search. In the report generator you can select what you want to include in your report, by checking the boxes for the specific option. Please note that you can add your own logo and extra comments in the subtitle of the report. The report will be generated and shown on your screen, and a print dialog box will help you with the last settings you need before printing or saving as a PDF. As a final tip before we end this video, we would like to draw your attention to your user profile and other settings. In the right corner of the top blue section, you will find information about your user profile and the organization you are connected to. As a contractor, this is also where you will have access to the customer database, where you can define your own list of customers that you work for, by adding them from the customer database to the left. This makes it easier for the installer to select the correct customer when they select the customer name for a new welding on the PDA. We have also included an option to create a simple QR code for contractors, so you can create a QR code for your project name. This makes it easy for installers to scan this from their work papers instead of writing it manually on the PDA. We hope that you have found this presentation of the WeldMaster portal interesting, and that it will help you make the most of the features we have included.